On live right now. No, we can bring them back up. We usually I bullshit for a little bit in the first few minutes while people come in.
I love it.
Yeah, so Restream is really, I think it's an asset, honestly, because there's a lot like you see on the back end that you can do.
Yeah.
Welcome. Thank you for the stars. Yeah.
That's my default. Yeah.
Hold on. Yeah, but so it's because it pulls in the comments from your page.
Yeah. Oh, very cool.
Yes.
Look at that.
Yeah. Episode 45.
If you're tuning in, we're just getting things started.
Yeah, we're talking about new Restream. So you should be able to see the comments, correct?
Or yes, I see it on all the platforms.
Yeah, exactly. So we got let's see, Eduardo here, Daniel Clark. Let's see, Eric. DJ Mark V is here.
Erica, I see you, Erica.
MDNTM. Who else we got here? Show. Erica, there she is. Paired. So I think the ones that say paired are ones that are on yours.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, really cool.
Thomas, I see you, Thomas Blair.
We are going live. We got DJ Mark V tonight. We're going to shoot the stuff, talk about music. Real cool because he's I call him big time DJ out of Orlando.
Thank you, brother.
That we cross promote together, which is huge.
Appreciate you.
And I figured your fans, hard to really talk with you when you're doing the shows on Friday. So people have a chance to kind of mingle with you tonight. Episode 45. Also, we had 3 big giveaways going on. We were giving away a XS Power battery, AudioControl Epicenter Micro. Give them time to catch up. And then an AudioControl ACX3 2-channel. Yeah, right there. So we're going to be announcing those winners tonight. Some big news, actually. Before I start, like, comment, and share. Share this out. We are broadcasting on our Facebooks, our YouTubes, and also Mark V. That's what he's doing right now. He's probably responding to people. So hit that like button. Share us out. Weird Night, car audio, DJ audio, music audio. It's all the same. Just something a little different. Okay, JT's Garage here. Erica said, how do we play? Oh, no, unfortunately, the giveaways were already in the process. People had to watch the video comment. We're announcing the winners tonight. But some new news. We actually made a full-page write-up in Drag Illustrated. Not drag like drag, but drag racing. We actually have a racer, Camry Caruso, we sponsor in the vehicle. This was in this month's Drag Illustrated magazine. Really cool. Big brand coming in that we're going to be the master ambassador or master distributor. We're running it for the USA. B2 Audio actually got picked up today and is on the way here, and we should see it within 2 weeks. We just started building b2audiousa.com. So that's pretty huge. What else we got? AMI Electronics and Sound. Who else we got? Jesse Houston. So this is a night tonight to talk about music, some old school, some new school. DJ Mark V is just one of those really cool, down-to-earth people.
Thank you.
How does DJing live streaming content differ from like being at the club or at an event?
Oh, Big Jeff, what a great quote. First and foremost, thank you to Big Jeff Goldman and his entire staff, his entire team. And Big Jeff, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you for having me here. I'm honored, and I can't wait to talk about everything under the sun. So yeah, no, this is definitely a different night for everybody and a chance for your followers to maybe chime in. I think I know every Friday when it comes on, I get the whole crew to get it and comment, and it's just a little release. And you can notice, and you see the people that comment on your live stream that are at work, and
and people are ready to chime in, or I see even people like happy to be the first one. I noticed that.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. And that's huge. And I think, you know, we talked about it before, but you don't do this for the money because you have a income. This is fun for you. I mean,
Yeah.
the stars help out and add up,
Yeah.
but this is not your source of living.
It definitely does. All the contributions and the donations, it all goes towards what you don't see behind this camera, which is a lot, and it definitely helps keep everything going. It keeps everything working.
Right.
The internet, the power. Pete Boyd, I see you, everyone there on the Facebook page. I didn't forget about you. Gerald, thank you so much. Big Jeff's asked, what's the connect with the streaming and DJing versus in the club? And I would have to say is the connection, you know, when you're in person, when you're at a venue, it's very different to as opposed to, you know, streaming. But when the pandemic hit, you know, streaming in general, not even for just DJing, just even with you, Big Jeff, you know, streaming on YouTube, on Facebook, and all the other platforms, it's a different way of connecting to your fans and to your demographic. So in person, in the club, in the venues, it's great for that intimate experience, or that space is cut in half. You know, you're literally there with your dance floor. You're there as opposed to someone's profile, you know, chatting on the screen.
Right.
But now, as you already see with music and everything going out, being sent to the masses, streaming is a lot quicker, faster, and more broader way to connect to people, because a lot of people during the pandemic have seen like, hey, I don't have to go to the club. I can just turn on my phone.
Let's do this. Before we get too further, we got enough people in here.
Yes.
We're going to kick the show off, right? And we'll be back with DJ Mark V. Ben, let's get this started.
We back at it. Let's go. Yo, it's the Big Sound Podcast. Welcome back. We got one hell of a cast to keep it action-packed. Big Ben in the box, chilling behind the scenes. Taylor chopped his locks, and now he's Mr. Clean. Big Jeff up next, yeah, he hosts the shows. Got audio legends coming on the set. Wanna score some advice? Swish, nothing but net. And the usual suspects at the chats. We got Deviant for Life stays rapping facts. Hit the website no matter what your budget's. Year, make, and model, we will tell you what fits. And hair tricks, get them for just $1. Cop a Big Jeff shirt and pop your collar. Price is so low that you finna say thanks. Big Jeff even got his own lithium banks. We about to take off like a convertible drop top. Haters sneaking in, they get hit with that bot shot. Get your shades on and your pinky ring. Then put your grills in and grab your Cuban link. Now you're ready to go, yeah, it's time to begin. You know it's Big Jeff Audio for the win. Team Big Jeff, y'all can start the show. Let's go.
3, 2, 1, go!
I love it. Oh my God. Thank you so much.
Those intros, man.
Man.
You know, thank you
Huge
everybody
smile.
for coming in. Episode 45. DJ Mark V here. He's a DJ in Orlando right now and does a live stream every Friday. And we met I don't even know how we met. I think I just caught on to him and we just kind of marketed back and forth. And man, just one of those people that just always good vibe, good feeling.
Thank you.
Man, that's, you know, it's hard to do that and to keep doing what you're doing. I think let's just start with the basics for people that haven't seen you on here before. When did this start DJing, and then we were kind of talking about how it transferred over into live streaming. So let's start there so everybody has an idea.
Yeah, absolutely. Before anyone tuning in, I had the honor to be part of a previous podcast with Big Jeff. So be sure to check out bigjeffaudio.com for all of his social platforms on Facebook, YouTube. We have a part 1 with Big Jeff last year, and it was a little short. So I'm honored to come back and do a part 2 with Big Jeff and his team.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, yes, sir. Thank you again. And everyone in the chat, I see you, Facebook. I didn't forget about you. So the thing with DJing, as with me, it all started with my father. He was in the military and in the Navy, and he would just, as you know, decompressing from the stress of being in the military, he would go to his local record store.
Right.
And when I was a kid, I have these photos of me of these big old earphones, listen to his 45s and his records, and he would just put them on my head and cross fingers, hope that I would like them, the music. And during that time, which is, I'm gonna date myself here, so around the 70s and the early 80s, it was a lot of disco, right? A lot of funk, soul, and then later on we got into like the 80s and the new wave stuff. And quite frankly, from there, the rest is history. I just, growing up, I just kept his 45s and his records, and as I, got into my teens, I was just intrigued on seeing sound come from a record, a piece, just like a piece of plastic or wax,
right?
And just hearing music come from a record and then coming out of the speakers. And I was just blown away by that. I was just totally like in awe of how that was even possible, like this needle vibrating and then all this sound coming out of it. And into my 20s, as we were talking about earlier, we moved from Virginia, Maryland, came down here to Florida, to Orlando. My dad got stationed to the Navy base, which is no longer there. And that was my first time getting introduced to electronic music, bass music, quite frankly. It was just blew me away, because a lot of my roots was through like hip hop, right? Like the Biz Markie, the Eric B. and Rakim. And coming down here in the 80s, around 89, 90, I have heard of Two Live Crew, but I wasn't as exposed to it as up north. And the moment we landed here in Florida, hearing like Miami bass and just bass music, and then hearing it come from the cars and the trucks that had the huge subwoofers, 415s, 618s, shaking the earth, and just hearing it come from those vehicles, I was like, I want my music to be played in those cars,
Right.
So
it was, the best experience I remember. My days, raves were legal. Ecstasy wasn't even a drug at the time. There was no charge for it. And I remember Fantasy Ranch. I'm trying to remember. It used to be Mars, I think, that put on the productions. And I remember one night, man, I was tore up. But there was a song came on, white lights went up, and man, the bass, standing right in front of the whole, setup, just went right through me. And I still remember to this day. It was just, you almost hooked at that point on music and what it can do to you. You know what I mean?
Yes.
I've kind of like, now I'm always old school Florida breakbeats, but this dubstep and that, man, it's just a ton of highs and lows, and man, you can really test in our world the car audio by getting some of that, playing hard. So they go hand in hand for sure. So was this ever like a job for you? Was this ever where you were doing it to make money, or?
Oh, great question. It definitely started off as a hobby, just my passion and love of just seeing like what really made me want to do it as a hobby first is just I would spend my money, my allowance.
You got thousands and thousands of dollars just in records behind you, let alone the equipment.
A little bit, just a little bit.
That's a big hobby. And I don't think it was as mainstream years ago. I mean, DJs weren't dime a dozen like they are now, where people are putting setups in their house every day and doing it. So more mainstream. When do you think you actually considered yourself professional? What year was that?
Oh, I would have to say about 94, 96, I got my big break at Universal The Groove. So there was a very mainstream nightclub out there at Universal called The Groove.
Right.
And I got my break when spinning at Firestone. So you may have heard of it.
Downtown
Orlando.
Yeah, 100%.
Firestone. And there was a place, a park an area there called the Den. So it was just for DJs that were just wanted. These DJs weren't getting paid, but they wanted to play 30-minute sets.
Right, they got short stints, right? Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
And someone from Universal Studios came up to me and said, "Hey, we're opening up a venue called The Groove, and we would like for you to try it out." Matt the Brat, who is now in Tampa,
right,
was the music director over there. So I joined The Groove for several months with Matt the Brat. I was opening for Matt the Brat, and I try to bring the Florida sound, the break beat music, to a mainstream audience.
Wow.
And I have some footage of that on my camcorder, believe it or not, that I still have, that one day I will upload and share that, because I'm glad you brought that up. I would consider that like my first big break to have it as an actual profession or a job.
You know, believe it or not, middle school, I started DJ. I stole my dad. He had a Technics turntable.
Nice.
And it wasn't even a good one. I had to actually put quarters on top so the needle wouldn't jump, okay?
Okay.
And I had a tape deck and wasn't even CD players yet. And I had a Radio Shack mixer, just a two-way mixer. And that's where it started. And I remember I got a chance to do a pepper rally at the school.
Wow.
And we didn't know better. So we're grabbing speakers from everybody's houses. And we have this, because we're in the gym. We have no fucking clue what we're doing, man. And we just need to be loud enough for a gym. So we show up with like 16 different people's home speakers, hook it all up to one amp. It don't work, obviously, because it's just too many.
That is the best setup, though.
Yeah, man. And that was the first time ever. And then, believe it or not, you know, I got in a lot of trouble in '99, and I was on the run. And one of the places I stopped, I was DJing in Louisiana, actually. And so it's been in and out thing for me. Music's always been an escape for me, for sure. But you know, that's why Friday's so stressful here, man. I turn it up.
I can imagine.
I probably have the loudest desk you've ever heard.
Thank you.
You can ask my people here. We just turn it up, and then I send out a company message, tell everybody, you know, hit up the feed and leave it.
Oh, thank you. And thank you to everyone in the chat. I see you, Facebook chat. I didn't forget about you.
Yeah, we'll get them up here.
Yeah.
We got Brandon Dasher.
Yeah.
We'll just click some. What's up, fellas? We have Erica being real responsive. Mark needs a manager. I'm just going.
Thank you, Erica.
She's put in the resume.
Hired. You're hired.
Deviant here is actually one who created the music for the intro for the show. He's done that plenty of times.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Deviant. That was awesome.
Yeah, he makes beats all the time. Never asks for a dollar. But he's always there. What else we got here? P. Roger, he's probably in a conversation. We'll go through some more in a little bit. So let me get to the next question.
Yes.
Is it what keeps you to do it every Friday?
You know what? Man, I love these questions, Big Jeff. Friday was just like a roll of the dice, quite frankly. As I may have mentioned, but when I first started streaming, it was from a phone. So I ran, you know, 1/4-inch audio cable up to my phone. And, you know, with a phone, you don't really get a wide range. So I literally had my phone on a tripod all the way up in the corner of the ceiling. And then I was down here mixing, looking at the phone, going like this. And I just started to do, I did it on a Friday.
Yeah, right. Just gotta go. Now you got a badass setup over there.
I'm blessed.
Man, thanks to you. The way your show comes about is off the chain. You would think there's 3 people in the background running it.
Thank you. Thank you to the fans. Yes.
Big props to that. For you guys coming in, we're going to be doing some giveaways for some promotions we were running the last couple of weeks. And we're here talking with DJ Mark V about what he does. So can you tell us what is the day job? What do you actually do?
So just a lot of like property management, just a lot of just managing property around here and other states. So a lot of it was inherited. Yeah.
Have you ever just wanted to get back at a club and do a whole set or what?
Yes and no. I personally want to do an event where I'm close to the fans, you know, like And a lot of people talk about, like, I don't know if you heard, like, the boiler room setup where the fans are behind you,
Right.
and they're in the DJ booth. And I noticed, like, a lot of the events, there's a space between the dance floor and the booth. And at least for me, when I was growing up, going into the late night clubs, the DJ booths were a little closer to the dance floor, and now it's just a little bit of a disconnect for me. So part of me, like, I do want to do those events, but those events are just kind of like designed to just be space out the dance floor and the DJ.
Right.
And I know streaming is no different, right? It's literally through a computer, and we are literally distant. But
you can see the connection. You know, when you say my usual suspects, right? And those are the people that are constantly on, and you know, I start to see the same people on there. You have a big support system, man. That I bet that lean on, or maybe look for that Friday for you to do what you do. That's that's what it's about. Hey, Taylor and Ben, the second video break, does that have some more of him doing what he's doing? Yeah, why don't we just cut into that real quick?
Okay.
Go ahead and cut that in. I want to see what they put together.
Nice.
This content is removed due to copyrights, but everything else is great. Keep watching.
You know, that's the other thing too. Yeah, man, you got so much energy going on. You're mixing, you're responding to people, you're dancing. I mean, that's a total workout.
Wow.
I mean, you do the show for what, like 2 hours?
Yeah,
It's pretty winded because you don't stop through the whole thing. You just.
And you know what? I've during my 7 years or so doing this, I've only taken one bathroom break.
Well, I was about to get to that. Have you ever just ran to go to the bathroom? I mean,
No.
2 hours in a row, man.
There's one where I was like, you know what? I can't hold it. I gotta go. I have to go.
Right.
And then I've had some people are like, hey, you need to wear some like adult diapers or something. Like, no, you know, my attention is like on the chat. Like everyone, oh my God, Johnny, thank you for the stars. My attention is, quite frankly, Big Jeff, it's just seeing everyone, whether it's a positive comment or negative comment, like just seeing people just taking the time to comment and, you know, tune in. I am wearing diapers, and just seeing the interaction, it's like a drug, quite honestly.
Right. Yeah, I like when I get in there and get it hyped up and get everybody commenting, and then, you know, get them to comment where they're from, sharing it out, and we get those numbers up, and it's like I'm trying to get you to work harder and start sweating more.
Absolutely. I am. I'm sweating, brother. I'm sweating.
Man, you are dancing and kicking and dancing, man. It's pretty crazy.
Appreciate it.
So, I mean, is there any changes you got coming up for the new year, or is it business as usual? Or, I mean, where does it go from here?
Yes, sir. I love it. Still business as usual, but I know I'm going to get a lot of flack from the chat. But one of the biggest requests from my fan base and the fans is merch, you know. And,
no, big time, right.
And, you know, I've been teasing a couple things for the past couple years, but I think the biggest thing I need to like really let go is I'm very picky.
Yeah.
At least when I want to represent my brand and stuff like that. So
if you have, and we can talk off air, but if you have designs, we can get you in touch with, you know,
I appreciate that.
to get it done for sure. People like to support that way. It blows my mind, something as stupid as Big Jeff Audio or Hair Tricks or the things we have that people want to wear the stuff. I still don't understand it. You know, when I started the company, it was Big Jeff Online Inc. It was just a corporation, right? I never planned to go this route. But when we changed to Big Jeff Audio, I'm like, who the hell's going to want to wear that, right? And, you know, it's amazing. Probably have different stuff over time with hats and different things like Loud, and people love the swag, and it's a way for them to support you for sure.
Yeah, appreciate the swag.
You got to give that to people, man, for sure. I got to tell you that. All right, if you're just tuning in, I'm Big Jeff from bigjeffaudio.com. We are a online car audio company. We sell all types of brands worldwide. And DJ Mark V has been a honored guest and a true friend. We talk from time to time and just market back and forth, and that's what it's about. How big do you think your audience is? I mean, I know I've seen people in there from other countries. Do you think it's hit that where it's outside the U.S. or what?
Yeah, I've been blessed enough to be able to reach Spain, Italy, Australia. So when some people have come in Australia, they're like saying good morning.
Right. Yeah, right, because they're just getting, I've already seen it on here, and I think that would be more important than swag. People are asking about USB drives with music.
Yes. I
bet you my people would be interested to buy that stuff. In our world, there's guys that actually they call rebase, where they kind of take music and enhance the lower notes, but it's big. I think people would love to have full out music. Do you have a USB that you've given out? I mean, I've gotten for me, but that you could sell?
I definitely am looking into that. At the moment, I've still stuck to just the streaming platforms like SoundCloud.
Right.
But the USB, all the physical format is definitely
that's
something
actually,
I would consider.
you can do it on SoundCloud. How do they get you on SoundCloud?
So if you have the app or on the computer, just download SoundCloud from the App Store, or if you're on the computer, SoundCloud.com, just search for DJ_MarkV.
Okay.
And I have all of the past Facebook broadcasts back since 2016. I have a couple of Twitch broadcasts on there. I have a lot of mega mixes, some remix and edits that you can stream on there for free. And DJ_MarkV, just like how it says right there on Instagram. Same thing on SoundCloud, DJ_MarkV.
Yeah, I think nowadays you don't even need a USB because everything streams for sure.
Yes,
so
sir.
if you want to check that out, you can, or go to his Facebook. All those every Friday is uploaded. Pretty cool that you can just play it at any time. You got some people. Let's see, we got Andrea Davis. Let's get some of these up here. Mark
Thank
V,
you, Andrea.
Mom. Then we have Erica. Must be really trying to get that job with you because she has been.
Erica, I see you, sister. Thank you so much. She's A1 since day one. So.
Okay, she's been around since day one.
Yes.
Spain and Italy, Australia. I'm guessing they're asking if you're in there.
I know what she means by that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see here. This is a nice one. Mark V and music changed from 2000 to 2024 affected. Okay, great question. From 2000 to 2024 has affected the way you DJ. I'm guessing more than just the streaming.
Great question. Has music changed from Yeah, absolutely. A lot of the music that has come out now, I would have to say, starting maybe since 2019, the songs have been a lot shorter. A lot of producers have been getting straight to the point, not the long intros that you have heard from like Florida breaks or breakbeats where there's like a 2-minute intro where you're like, wow, when's the song coming in?
Yeah, I know. When is it coming up? Right.
Right. But on the DJ side, that has helped us be able to work and let that mix marinate, right? Now with everyone's short attention span, which is just the way it is now,
right?
A lot of the songs are short, so you got to be on your toes, Eric, at least DJing wise, to try and be able to be ready to mix in and mix out. And yeah, it's definitely evolved, Eric. Great question.
Let me ask you this, because I know you obviously DJ techno, but do you listen to that all the time, or what is your choice of music?
Oh wow, great question. When I'm not behind the decks, oh gosh, it's maybe some. I've had a phase where I had my heavy metal phase.
Okay,
so
yeah,
when
I think we all did. Def Leppard. I mean, back when I was a kid, Def Leppard and all those for sure.
Yeah, I listened to Pantera, Megadeth, Helmet. I mean, a lot of like stuff that you probably some have never heard, because my neighbor back in the day, 20 years ago, he was a drummer, so he got me exposed to that music, and I appreciate him getting me exposed to that music. And then on the other spectrum, hip hop, R&B.
Yeah.
The newer stuff I haven't been able to keep up. There's just so much music out there to keep up.
Yeah, with. Everybody now has it at home to make these beats. I'm not a country listener, but there's one song, I can't remember the title, but on the Yukon we have built. There's one song that just drops in there and just gets you in the throat.
Oh yeah.
But all music is made up of highs, mids, and lows. So I mean, it all happens. I knew this was going to come up. Deviant's asking, Old Town Road, Big Ben. What are you asking? Hold on, let's pop him in real quick. What are you asking?
No, that's the title of the song.
Oh, Old Town Road. Damn, he knows better than I know. All right. Get
Go
the hell
Ben.
out of here. There you go. Good job. We got a question on here. It looks like Deviant's asking, do you have a system in your vehicle?
Yes, I do. I have a pickup truck. Baby Ann. We'll get to that question, Brandon. But yes, I do. I have one Kicker 10.
Okay.
And I have an old Kenwood double din. And I think I have some Alpine mids and highs. The system's been in there forever. I've never wanted to change it out. It's just enough for me to test songs.
Right. While you're driving, which is the perfect time to listen to music.
Yes, sir.
Right. I really get into, like I told you, I really get into this dubstep sometimes, but it can get irritating. But, old school breakbeat stuff, that's why I always love, like Beach Ball and Deeper, songs like that just have that beat. I think that'll be played for years to come. You can never recreate that. Brandon here says, Mark, did you used to run with DJ Baby Ann Bass Queen?
No, I didn't. I have not met DJ Baby Ann formally. I've run into her in some of the record stores back in the day, like underground record stores, Vinyl Frontier. She gave me a promo one time at the record store, but no, I officially have not worked with Marianne or done any gig with her. So maybe one day.
Brad's got one here. How do you feel about the new
Melodic breaks?
Melodic breaks. There you go. Are
Framework?
on the scene, framework, GVN, etc.
Oh, Brad, great question. For me, as you know me, I'm like high octane when it comes to like my streaming and like music, but I love the very intelligent melodic breaks.
What is a melodic break? What is how would you explain that?
So it's a more intelligent, more serious, very spiritual kind of like sound. So it's a broken beat, so that boom bat beat or underlining, but it has a lot of strings and a lot of vocals. Very, I would say spiritual sounding in a sense.
Right.
But very intelligent sounding. Not a lot of like Run DMC samples or Beastie Boys samples. Very intelligent. EDC.
John Caputo, actually, I've known him for years.
Nice.
Back in home area.
What's up,
When
Johnny?
are you coming back to EDC? What is that?
Johnny. Oh, speaking of EDC, Big Jeff, you got to go to it one day. They have it in Orlando every year. They have a dubstep stage.
Oh, really?
You might be blown away on, but Johnny's asking that question because I was at EDC about 2 years ago. So it's an electronic Daisy Carnival.
Okay.
Which is a huge festival thrown by the Insomniac Group, based out of Las Vegas. And they go to every major city, country around the world, around the States. They come to Orlando, of course. And I had the honor to be part of one of the EDC stage representing breakbeats.
Yeah, that's real cool.
Yeah.
Let me ask this, and I want to ask this. If somebody out there is wanting to become DJ, start doing even something at the house, what kind of advice would you give them?
I love these questions. What would I do? Oh, by the way, I don't think I'll be coming back to EDC, Johnny. What advice? If I were, and I might get a little bit of flack from this, but if I were to teach a young kid right now and get them started into DJing, I genuinely would have them learn how to mix with vinyl. Vinyl first. Right now it's very easy to learn how to DJ. Anyone can DJ.
Yeah, the programs will mix the beats, right? So,
yes, sir.
Yeah, the vinyl definitely for sure. Do you think, do they need to go out and get special stuff or just keep it simple?
You can go organic and actually if you have the ability, go to your local record store and learn how to mix just by ear. However, a lot of the technology now, you can use digital vinyl. So you're still using a vinyl record that controls the waveform, but you're mixing MP3s, but you're still using a vinyl record to be able to move the song back and forth.
Right. You know, I think what I like about yours, the whole show. Like I've seen some others, and don't get me wrong, I've known DJ Santana back in the '90s. Okay.
Oh, I love Paul. Yeah.
Yeah, Paul has been around forever. But the smoke and mirrors and all that's club. I like yours because it's in your face. You got the right amount of lighting, the right amount of graphics going on in the background. You know, it's something to enjoy without zoning out, right?
Thank you.
I use it like on Friday that I have it going and I can pay attention while I'm working. But it's a whole show, man. You know, it's energy what you do. I mean,
I appreciate you. Thank you.
It's pretty crazy. We got DJ Mark V here out of Orlando. Been talking here tonight about what he does. Is this something you think you'll do for the next so many years? Or, I mean, at this point, it's more of a hobby to you, right?
A hobby and more something, you know, professional. I'm definitely taking doing what the fans want and trying to elevate that to where it's more than just a hobby. So at the same time, I make the fans happy and I'm still able to keep the lights on, you know?
Right. Well, we were talking about this earlier, even though you can't monetize it, but why not stream on YouTube?
You know what? You're definitely going to make me want to, Big Jeff. And
I mean, with the software, it's just attaching another thing. But, you know, we get people that only watch us on Facebook, and I get a lot of people that say I don't deal with Facebook, right? So, you know, you get those YouTube people. But again, I mean, what about a website? Do you have a website?
No, at the moment, a lot of my focus has been on the streaming. Actually, quite frankly, I've been wanting to come back to Twitch. I took a little bit of a hiatus and a break from Twitch because my ability to stream on like going back and forth with Facebook and Twitch has been a bit challenging because if I focus a lot on the streaming, I won't be able to have time to focus on, you know, the merch or coming up with more content.
Right.
So a lot of people have asked, you know, how, you know, we haven't seen you on Twitch, and I'm definitely working my way back there. And I have to kind of give up something in order to like focus on something. So like with my website, I've had so many different versions of it,
Right.
but every time I've had someone design it and create it, it hasn't been what I want it to be. And I think now, learning from the past, it's just going to be more of like a simplified place to be, to where you can basically get the merch and then find out more about events and like streaming and music.
Right. You know, and I agree. You give too many options, then people can get confused.
Spread out.
Too much going on. We got some winners on our end. We were giving away, you guys want to pop that up? We were giving away a XS Power battery these last 2 weeks, and 2 audio control parts. One was an epicenter, which enhances the bass, and another one was an amplifier. People had to comment, share the video, and then text us a word to our 737 Big Jeff number. And tonight we are picking those winners. We'll get to that in a little bit. If you have any questions here for DJ Mark V, pop them up. We have some time.
Yes. Welcome, Facebook chat. I see you. I hope I didn't. Sorry, I missed everyone there on the Facebook chat, but I see you guys check it in.
Yeah.
Thank you for tuning in on the Big Jeff Audio Podcast.
Is there a message you want to give to your followers?
Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these years when I was doing this from a phone. Thank you to Big Jeff and
Appreciate
his
that.
team for all the work, all the blood, sweat, and tears, all the time and attention that they taking a chance in supporting me. Thank you to everyone for supporting Big Jeff and his business. And thank you to everyone so supporting the music. I cannot thank you enough. That is my message. You
I
guys,
think too, who you market with matters, honestly. One, I always like to work with people that want to work back. It's got to be a two-way street. And two,
yes, sir.
You want to have, even though it could be separate businesses or separate platforms, you want to have some kind of connection. And I think that people can see that for sure. I'm not sure if this is somebody else's conversation. Erica's asking if you're married. I'm not sure if that's you or somebody.
Erica's a music fan.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, I have a lot of fans that like to mess around with me in the chat. So sometimes you don't know if it's like a troll or a fan. No, but I know the Keith, Brian. I see you. Welcome, Erica. Yes, I am gratefully and luckily taken, but we're officially not married. So we're just, it's like Gene Simmons. We're just partners for life.
Right. And we'll leave it at that before anybody gets in trouble. We'll see. I'll go out. Yeah, you guys can tune in. I normally share it out right away on Friday. It usually starts about 2:00 and plays till about 4. It's just a good time. If you're in the car, you can listen to it live. If you have your Facebook, like I said, there's a cool show going on, and he's got a ton of followers. A lot of people following in there and leaving comments. And
as well, thank you.
Yeah, shout out. Let's get another one here. Mark. Shout out to Mark V. You inspired me to come out of retirement. Busy out my old year and play at home in the office. My life loves it. Thank you for your inspiration.
Frank Martinez, thank you so much, Frank.
Those comments like that, they gotta hit you. I know there's times where I just don't even want to do what I do anymore, and I have a customer. There's one in here right now, Juan and Dusty, just big followers, man, that keep me going, right?
Right.
What's this one here? Is she still going? All matters, my husband died, so I don't even want to get married again. I knew the answer. She knows me. Oh, okay. So they were testing you. You just got tested, man. You almost failed.
I love keep me on my toes.
Right. Are you picky with gigs? Oh, here we go.
Jim Koss. I see you, DJ Jim Koss.
Jim Koss, are you picky with gigs like I am, DJ Mark V?
I am actually. And, I'm not in the room to be picky, but it's a lot of it of just like Big Jeff is saying, you just, it's just how you are making it, of who you want to work with.
When was the last time you did a gig outside of streaming?
Oh gosh, I would have to say EDC, which was
really?
2022, I think.
Wow. So has anybody even reached out to get you to do a party or
they have? I've been lucky enough and grateful to be asked to do events, but the planets and stars haven't aligned. Like when the actual venue or the event happens, I'm just not able to do it, just for a lot of personal reasons. So,
Andrea Davis really would love to have come DJ my birthday in June at the Warehouse St. Pete late night. I'm guessing she's got a big birthday planned. Check the venue out. It's old school Warehouse vibe. Friday, we might just need to pop up there and go live there. Yeah, we'll bring everybody. Party time, right?
I'd be honored, Andrea.
Yeah, that's real cool. Okay, we're gonna do real quick because I want to get out these winners. We're gonna first pick the winner for the XS Power. It's an S925. It's basically a car battery, aftermarket with a case, and we'll go ahead. Do we have the spin the wheels ready? And then we'll let DJ Mark V announce the winner when it pops up. So let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the XS Power S925 battery.
Damian Antonio, you are the winner.
Congratulations, Damien. Just contact 737 Big Jeff. I didn't know they had the whole thing in there. That's pretty cool. My guys surprise me every time. We're going to do the audio control epicenter. That's basically, they put that in there and it takes the bass notes and like amplifies it. So you take normally loud system, put the epicenter in there and make it that much louder. It's been around for years by audio control. Let's go ahead and spin the wheel for the epicenter, guys.
Let's go.
Poor and Wrath, you are the winner.
You know, it's hard when you got thousands and thousands of people entering or being a part, and there's only one winner. But we try to do multiples every month, Mark.
That's awesome.
In this case, we're running 3 in a row. Right before that, we were doing 2 other things. So it's a way I get to give back to the customers. And it also helps us out by them sharing us out. Okay, we got the last one, which is an AudioControl ACX, which is a marine-grade amplifier. We're going to go ahead and spin the wheel for the winner of that. Let's go ahead and do that.
Audio Carrier, you are the winner.
I'm going to do something since we got a lot of your fans in here. If you all want to win some Big Jeff swag, we'll probably maybe give away a hat, shirt, one of the Big Jeff chains. Go ahead and comment the word Mark, M-A-R-K right now. Go ahead and comment the word Mark. In a little bit, we'll pick a winner. All you got to do is comment the word Mark, and then my guys will see that in the comments here, and we'll give something away for sure. So, cool night. We got to learn a little bit more about you.
Yes.
Why don't you give a little breakdown how everybody can find you, especially people that aren't on your side? You guys want to scroll this information at the bottom at the same time? What are the ways they can reach you, watch you, hear you, talk to you?
So absolutely, djmarkv.com. For the time being, it just goes directly to my Facebook page, which at the moment has been my main avenue, my main channel to be able to communicate to all of you, to be able to share the music and content with you. So facebook.com/djmarkv. And then on TikTok, just look up DJ_MarkV on TikTok, Instagram, as that shows right there, DJ_MarkV. And yes, on SoundCloud, DJ_MarkV. So if you can't find me under DJ MarkV, it is most likely an underscore on whatever platform you're trying to search me on.
So I've seen SoundCloud before. I've never really used it. Is that just a music type platform, or?
Yeah, essentially, it's a platform that's been around for a good bit. It is at least the choice for most to be able to upload music that you've created, and of course sets. So right now do
you upload the Fridays on there also, or?
For the most part, yes.
Okay.
And right now I've just have been putting up my mixes where there's no shout outs.
Okay.
So
gotcha.
Yeah, like a backlog about 20 mixes that it's just a lot of it's just the music, no shout outs, no talking. Most of the shout outs are just on the live broadcast.
Let me ask you this. Have you ever made your own beat, like your own full thing?
Yeah, absolutely. I used to work with On the Mic from Ravester Records, which is right now one of the biggest, hugest producers for breakbeat music. You can see or find him on Beatport and on ravestermusic.com. I've done a lot of cool and successful collaborations with him, with On the Mic, aka Mike Sowards.
Now, you're doing it with what, digitally, like putting the beats together? Are you sampling in, singers, or what type of genre would you call it? What kind of music would you call it?
For the time being, just breaks or breakbeat.
Okay.
Miami bass, electro is another form of it, of what it's called. So,
is trance even still around? Because I remember that was kind of big back in my day.
Yeah, Paul Santana is still doing that. He's still doing trance sets on Twitch. It's still going strong. A lot of people love that, especially for late night viewers.
So the first time I heard that song "Deeper" was actually by DJ Gemini.
Oh,
don't know if he's around. Okay, this is back in the
I remember Gemini.
Okay, I was actually on his cover of his CD because in our bad time of life, we used to put money into his CDs and him DJing, and they actually, I guess they videoed or recorded me snoring on a couch, and he put that into a mix. But that's where I first heard the song Reaper. Actually used to hang out a lot with them back then. You know, it was definitely, I think, a close-knit community, especially back then, because it was weird. Like, it was legal, but it wasn't. Like, it was still hidden, right? Raves and everything.
Very underground.
Yeah, and it was definitely very Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Ybor City, you know, Orlando, Tampa, right? And then even I remember living in South Florida at the casino. Those clubs would run till 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. So you go to casino and be in that club for hours, man. It was pretty
till
crazy.
The sun comes up.
Yeah, 100%. Listen, we're going to go ahead and pick a winner. We'll give out some Big Jeff swag. I don't know. We'll pick out a shirt, hat, whatever, maybe an umbrella, whatever you need. My guys have went through the comments. Who are we going to – this one we'll definitely let Mark announce the winner. Who do we got winner?
Okay. All right, Brandon Dasher. Brandon, you are a winner of the Big Jeff Audio Swag. Thank you, Brandon Dasher.
You can hit us up, text, WhatsApp, or call 737-BIG-JEFF. That's 737-244-5333. I thought it was the coolest shit ever when I could buy my own number with my name on it. But you can hit us up any which way, and we'll get you hooked up. Congrats, man. Let me pull on my squad, Taylor and Benjamin, who make this happen every week. You know, this is kind of cool. We had a good crowd here tonight. It's good to see your fans in here. You seem to have some faithful followers, man.
Blessed. I'm blessed. Thank you, Taylor. Thank you, Ben. Appreciate you.
Thank you.
Definitely. And thank you for everybody that's come in that's never seen before. We normally have on-car audio type stuff, but I've had DJs on, and I've had, pretty much everybody that deals with audio and sound. We should give Erica a reward for the most comments tonight.
We love you, Erica.
I
see you, chat.
Brandon,
thank you,
Erica. And then I'll say thank you to all my usual suspects. I see Dusty in there, Juan. I see a bunch of JT. Thank you so much for coming in tonight. I got Mark V. You want to give some shout outs here?
Yes, absolutely. All the usual suspects tuning in. Brandon, congratulations on the Big Jeff side. Be sure to contact the Big Jeff audio team, Jim Cost, Erica. Oh my gosh, who else? I didn't want to miss anyone. Miami Mike, Alex, Joe Barcia. I hope you guys are tuning. Keith Franklin, James, Jamie Stone, Randy G. My goodness, Tiger. I'm just going back up to the chat real quick. And wow, Frank and everyone, goodness gracious, thank you to everyone that's stopping by, and thank you to everyone tuning in on Big Jeff Audio's platforms as well, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and everything between. Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you can check us out at bigjeffaudio.com if you ever need any kind of car audio. We ship pretty much
more.
Yeah, definitely more. I tell my guys all the time, if I get a good deal on socks, we'll be selling socks. It doesn't matter. But thank you, Mark, for coming on tonight.
Yes, thank you, Victor. I'll see you.
This was kind of fun night, man. Thank you so much. Ben, why don't you take us out of here?
Yes, sir.
Show in the bag, yeah, that's a wrap. Big Sound is the best, and it ain't no cap. Hit the website if you need that merch. It's Big Jeff Audio and hit the search. I know you had fun, yeah, you gotta admit it. That boy Big Jeff took his thing and he did it. Always a win, yeah, never a L. Did you smash the like, subscribe, and hit the bell? Share it on your socials, put it on blast. We'll be back next week with another podcast. Big Sound in the house, like no other. Deviant and Big Jeff, the Basshead Brothers.